Hey, good morning, everybody. So, it's a little dreary out. It's been raining all night, but today I have the day off from work, but I am going to be doing an amazing feat. I'm praying to God this all goes well in my favor. I've got to run up to New York. I've got to pick up something, and then I've got to come back all in one day. So I am excited to do this, and I'm going to take you guys along. Why did I have that there? So I got to go get myself up ready. I need my coffee. It just has not been a very good night. I barely slept. And one thing in my house, it just seems as though even though I'm sleeping, I feel like I'm always hearing movement in my house. It's weird, but I'll sleep on the bus and then hopefully, so sleep on the bus there, grab what I need, sleep on the bus back, then we should be good. So let me go ahead and get myself started. But before I do, I would really appreciate you guys to, if you would like, share, and subscribe to my channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Adrian McGrady. I'm a flutist based here in upstate New York. And I'm going to be doing more and more content coming in the upcoming months because I got some other things that I'm going to show you guys. So next week is the International Low Flute Society. So I'm going to be attending that in DC. Unfortunately, I've got to get a couple things done before I go. So I've got to redo my train trip. And then after that, we should be good. But let me not stall anymore because I've got to make it through this rain. But so first, get myself together, coffee, and then I'm on the bus. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, here I am back, fresh face. I need to put some lotion on my face. It is feeling dry. So here's what's going to happen. My bus does not leave until about 9:10, 9:15. So I'm gonna go now. I need to grab coffee because it is one of those days where coffee is definitely needed. And then after that, I'm just gonna wait for my bus and then we'll go from there. Why is this upside down? So I apologize ahead of time. So that might be upside down. I'm sorry. But again, gotta wait for my bus. It doesn't come until 9, but I'm gonna actually walk to the station since I've got enough time. And then I will go ahead and just wait. I'll bring my iPad and everything with me. So it's rare to actually do trips like this because normally most of the time I'm packing to go someplace to stay in New York. But this time it's literally run up, run back, and then I'm home. Sorry, I hit the off button on my phone. So I don't know if I wanted to do a coat or not. Because literally, it's just sprinkling slightly. I might bring my bag, bring a couple cords for my iPad, my phone. Actually, I just need to bring one phone. So another just off-topic thing. Thank God, both my iPad and my phone are USB-C. So I don't have to bring many cords, just bring one, making sure that it actually works. But that's just amazing now. I'm excited for that. But let me go on ahead, get myself out the door, and then to coffee, and then to the city. So I will see you guys in a few hours. This is insane. All of this rain. I hope this does not affect me getting into the city because this is crazy right now. Okay. For any of my upstate New York friends, have you noticed we have not gotten much snow this year? It's all been rain, maybe snow and some ice here and there, but it has all been rain. So I'm fearful for what we're going to be getting either this summer or next year because it is going to be awful. This is crazy. Look here. Let me try and turn I can't really turn my camera around. But look at this. All this. This has been nothing but rain since yesterday. Since yesterday. I can't. It's too much. The universe is saying something. Don't know what it is, but it's saying something. All right. Let me keep making my way to my bus, and I'll see you guys later. So at this point, I'm on the road, and the rain is just coming down like crazy, but it gave me a time just to relax and just not think about anything else. But as I'm going along, just listening to some music, and now here we are on to the next clip. All right, I'm in New York. Time to head to my destination. If I don't get blown away first because of this weather. Oh my God, this is horrible. And it is cold out here. Normally by now in New York City, it would be warm. It is freezing here. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, we have it. Hold on, I gotta get on the elevator real quick. So, you can see the backpack, and as you can see my shirt, you kind of already know what I've got, and I'm excited, so excited. See you in a few hours. So, I have now made it back onto the bus, safe and sound, and as you can see directly to my right, she is here. I'm so excited to have this now in my possession. I've waited for a while and it has been amazing. Not excited for these puddles in my shoes, but I'll live. And as you can see right here, the rain had no intention of stopping. It was just rain, accidents, and then more rain. But eventually I made it home safe and everything was all good. So while I'm here, let me take this time to say thank you guys for checking out this video. Please subscribe to all of my social media pages down below. And here, we're going to transition into a bit of a review. So you're going to see me playing some of the Contra. So here we go on to the next clip, and I will see you guys later. Okay, you guys, so here she is in all of her glory. Mind you, yeah, that came with it and was quite a hassle to lug around, but whatever. After a long waiting, I finally have my hands on the Pearl Contrabass flute. So I'm gonna do quick few overviews of this and then we'll get right into reviewing this. So obviously, first big elephant in the room, this is the stand that comes with the contrabass flute. So obviously you can't set this on. You can't set your contra on the ground or on the floor. So this comes with a travel case. Comes in 3 parts. Oh, hold on. I'm dumb when it comes to this. So let's say you're trying to lower it. There's one. Oh, this just comes out. Comes out. And this one just folds up. And there is a case that comes with it. So you want to hold on to that. But then again, you just tighten everything. And one thing I am going to say, make sure everything is tightened properly. You do not want to have this falling to the ground because it's not tightened enough. So be careful when you're tightening these. And obviously don't go too high or you're gonna pull it out. So then we'll go back in. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. So adjust it to your height so you can adjust here. So this part comes out, this adjusts, and this up here will adjust even higher when you would have the actual instrument on the stand. All right, Now let's go directly to the case. All right, guys, so here is the actual instrument itself. Now, as you can see, it's not carried in like a traditional like French style case or an aluminum case. This is pretty much a suitcase is what this is, but it's so convenient. I actually like it. So you got 3 ways of carrying this instrument. You can do one like a suitcase, retractable handle, drag it around as such, very convenient. 2, back here, there are backpack straps, so you can carry this on your back, and obviously you can adjust the straps accordingly to your height and everything, but I find that to be the most convenient way of carrying it. Then, of course, there is a side handle. You can carry it just like this. And if you are short and weight is a problem, that might be a thing. However, as you can see, there's 2 little buckles on the side. Here in this side pocket, where are you? There is another shoulder strap. So hook that in, hook this in, and then you are good to go. Now, I'm gonna say personally for me, I don't really like carrying it by this shoulder strap. It's just something about it. Maybe it's just how if I adjust it a certain way, it may feel a little better, but just carrying it just specifically on my side, it just feels as though it's pulling down on my shoulder a lot. Let me see if I can demonstrate all 3 ways of carrying. Okay, so here is with the shoulder strap on its side. Again, little too uncomfortable, so I personally don't like that strap line, so. But to each his own, you can all try what works for you. Then, of course, here is so. I think this is one of the easiest ways, is doing it with the retractable handle. And then we go to the backpack model ways of it. Down at the bottom of this case, there will be 2 clasps. That's how you connect these straps. So there's that, and again, you adjust these to your height. And then, of course, not getting your hair caught, but I think this, for me, is the easiest way, carrying it this way. So I like that. I think I like it doing this way or by the handle, but all right, so let me go ahead and get this off, and then I will give you the specs on this instrument, so stay tuned. All right, so here is the contrabass flute on its side. Let me go ahead and get this open. So under there, 2 zippers under a Velcro holder, and then you lift this up and voila. Here is 1 layer of the contrabass flute. The other layer is right under the bottom. So here, let me set this down. Let me show you that. So that's layer 1. Here is layer 2. So some specs on this instrument are It is fully silver plated, so head joint, body, riser, keys, mechanism, all silver plated. There are mother of pearl finger buttons. This does go down to a low B. And on the end of the foot joint, as you can see, there is a peg. You can adjust that directly to your height and what is comfortable for you. Now, if I can find a good example. Nope, not on there. Where are you? Where's the best one? So, another thing, on all the pieces of the Contra, there are going to be numbers that will line up with each other. That way you'll know what to put together and how to put together. So, let me set this back down, and then I'm going to show you how I adjust my contrabass flute. So, stay tuned. All right, guys, so here is how I set up my contrabass flute. So, obviously, first thing that you really need to make sure that you have up first is the stand. Well, so go ahead and get your stand hooked up first. Then I start with the top of the head joint. So you're gonna grab almost what I would say the apex of the 4, because if anyone knows, the contrabass flute just looks like a giant 4. So start with this. Then another thing is grab the top of the body. So this is part number 2. So the tenon joint will slide into here. And one thing that I did not point out, so this isn't like a regular flute head joint. These have to be tightened. So as of this, you've got these little tightening screws right there on the actual body. So adjust as needed. So for now, go ahead and tighten it, and then here, what you're going to do, because it'll hang, no problem, set it right on your stand. One less thing you have to worry about. Then go to the lower joint of keys. This is where this will connect to your foot joint. And on here, I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of a locking gauge right there. So connect that, and then to lock that in place, just twist. You're all good. Now from here, take the peg, adjust it to your height, adjust it to your height, not to what you think is good. Adjust it to you, that way it works. Then you can take the top portion of the body, align that up, there's that. Now it's just the head joint. Now again, this curved portion of the contra head joint will have the tightening screw. Make sure this portion goes directly onto the tenon socket of the instrument. So this will go on this, and it does take I can adjust that head joint in just a moment. And speaking of, last but not least, the head joint. So let me give you guys a little bit of background. This is not solid silver. I know a couple people have thought that this is completely silver. Hold on, let me do the test. You hear that resonant ting? It is silver plated, but the body is actually brass. So handle these parts with such care, because if you press too hard, you can bend them. So be careful. All right, the head joint is on. I will have to adjust this a little bit. Now remember, you haven't tightened this screw, so don't press down too hard on your head joint. Nope, so let's do this. We're gonna tighten this up just a little bit. I keep forgetting righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so be careful of how you tighten these two. You wanna make sure that everything is good and stable, so. Tighten that a little more. I can't get over the fact that I own one of these instruments now. I think since I started playing the flute and I saw people playing contra, I knew I was always going to get one, and that day has finally come. So again, so as you can see, it's standing on a peg, so it's going to take a lot of the weight off of your hands. But let me go on ahead and play a little more. So. So also, one fun fact, you cannot play the contra like you play the regular concert flute or the bass flute, alto, or even piccolo. Keep in mind, your embouchure is going to be a little bit more relaxed and your airstream is not even going to be that fast. So the slower you play, the more of a sound you're going to make, because if your air is too fast, oh, well, that's it. I don't know if you heard all that cracking. I tried to go up to the third octave, a third octave F. That clearly was not happening. Let me try again. Oh, got it. So the third octave is possible on these lower voice flutes. So you just have to be very careful of how you blow, no pun intended, and the direction of which the air goes. If it's too intense, you're going to get that cracking. If it's too slow, it's going to go down to the lower octave. So. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm in shock. Like, to know that and I was saying this before to one of my other friends and colleagues that I work with, to know that I've made these purchases. So for this, my bass, my piccolo, my Miramatsu, which I've just recently reordered, thank God. To know that I'm able to pay for these instruments This has been a very good year for me, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to just get everything else back and then start doing more flute content. So, biggest question, who is this for? That's always the question I've come to find these days. So, let's be clear. If you are not a low flutes person, please do not go out and buy this, because it just doesn't make sense for you to have it if you're not going to be using the instrument regularly. For someone like me who plays a lot of the low flutes, who has flute choir music and is going to be making content, this would be good for you. Obviously, have the instrument on hand. That way you can record everything that you need to record, and you don't have to wait for people or do anything else. Now, I will say, if you're going to order one of these, which again, for those of you who enjoy the Contra, I say go ahead. Go ahead and order this, but you're going to be on a waiting list. I think the way a couple of the girls at the Flute Center of New York explained it to me, because there's such a shortage in the supplies to make this instrument, you're not going to get it right away. So you will be waiting a year, maybe two, if not more. So, but I've noticed there's been a spike in paying for these. Mind you, my dream Contra is between Catato and Ava Kingma, but I'm not at that place just yet. Maybe down the road, I will end up ordering one of those, but I am beyond ecstatic for this bad boy. I still need to name her. I've not thought of a name yet, so down in the comments below, give me some names, something creative, because I do want to give her a name. All my flutes, well, when they get back, they'll have their original names, but this one, I've not thought of a name for her yet, so we'll have to think about that. But now, I will do in another video how to swab it out properly, how to clean it, and then obviously the biggest thing that is going to be a video that I want to do is how to travel with this, especially when you've got other instruments. But I am happy with this purchase. I'm so excited, and I will be using this next week when I go to the International Low Flutes Festival. I'm playing in the Contra Jam portion of the festival, and then I'm playing bass on another portion as well. So excited. I'm ready for just all these new changes. I can't wait. It has been such a thrill to do all of this, and I cannot wait to show you guys more with this instrument. Now, I do want to do a shout out and a thank you to the Flute Center of New York. You guys have been phenomenal. I am over the moon with this. Thank you. And if you've not been to the Flute Center of New York, check the link in the description box. I will put their website if you ever want to go there. They now have 2 locations, one in New York City and one in Chicago. I think for S&Gs, can't say what I really want to say, I'm just going to go to the Chicago location just to check it out, see what it's like. I think it's really cool. I saw a video of Katie Flute. She did a head joint trial at the Chicago location. I'll put a link to her video down there. Go and check it out. But it's really, really cool. But ladies and gentlemen, I have a full family of flutes. After years and years of scrimping and scraping and saving, going without, doing a lot, to know that I now own a family of flutes, that is my dream. That is like, now it's time. Other things will be coming. Not so much instruments, because I think I'm going to take a pause on that for a while, but I know some other things will be coming up soon, and I'm excited for that, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. But either way, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for sharing in my celebration of my new baby. I will see you guys. For those of you who are going to the International Low Flutes Festival, I will see you in DC next week. And it will be a great time to catch up and see you guys. But I am out. Time to go get some work done, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.